What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video. This one's going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of The Walking Dead Season 9. This one's going to be for The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 11, which is called Bounties. So, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your comments on last night's episode of The Walking Dead Season 9. This episode, definitely a weaker episode than what I was expecting. I'm going to be honest. Okay, so spoiler warning first. I want to start off with that. Spoiler warning if you've not seen the new episode of The Walking Dead Season 9 yet, Bounty. We're going to go into the review of this episode because there are some things I liked, some things I honestly didn't, and we're going to go into that. So, you guys know for Season 9, pretty much all the way through this season, I've enjoyed every single episode. I don't even think there's one episode I didn't like. This is probably the first episode that I was a little meh on, to be honest. I think that's the word I should use, because I hate this, because it's like, I like the Hilltop stuff, I don't like the Kingdom stuff. So it's like a mixed kind of episode. Now, I have to be honest, I don't like the Kingdom stuff in this episode at all. I thought I was going to. I thought it was going to be a lot more exciting, but honestly, the stuff with the Kingdom, for me, was a waste of time, is really what it comes down to. It was a waste of time. And I'm going to be honest, I think the stuff with the Hilltop, too, could have been a lot better than it was. To be honest. So, I'm going to go into the Kingdom stuff first, kind of get that over with. Spoiler warning, if you've not seen the episode yet, that's your final warning. Let's get into the review. So, basically, we start off with the flashback sequence, which honestly, sad, it makes me sad, because that is literally the best part of the episode, with Jesus and, just that scene there. Not of the episode, I mean, with the whole stuff with the Kingdom, that's, like, the best part. So, we get the current time, we see Jerry's kids, and we get to see them go on the run for the fair, and we got, like, that weird music they play to lead the zombies away and stuff, and, Carol kind of makes a decision, no, we're going to stay, and we're going to, we're going to get what we came for, and, they play the music at the end, it's really weird, and, I did like the part where Jerry was lip-syncing the music or whatever, but really, that's all I can say about the Kingdom. I'm sorry, that's all I really can, take from the Kingdom storyline. It was okay, to be honest. They get the stuff, they leave, but I'm just like, man, nothing happened. Like, nothing happened, to be honest. There was no payoff with the Kingdom stuff. Like, everything just went flawlessly, and I'm like, man, really? Like, after 9 years, everybody expects something big, and everything just goes flawlessly? I don't know, I don't like the Kingdom stuff in this one. But, the stuff at the Hilltop, okay, so the stuff at the Hilltop, we basically get Daryl, who decides to, because Alpha wants her daughter back. Daryl goes out there, and I like, probably my favorite line of the episode is when he's like, Daryl's like, well, she says she's done talking, I'm not, or something along the lines of that. So he goes out there, and he basically just sums it up, you can't have her. And she says, wrong answer, and she brings out all the other whispers, like probably 2 times as many as she had just originally. And, basically, at least as far as I can tell, probably that amount. Like, at that point, she probably has like 40 or 50 of them standing outside the Hilltop. So, we get all that stuff. We get Alpha talking with Daryl, and, they're talking about, her killing Luke and Alden if they don't give her Lydia back. Her daughter, and basically we get, some of the stuff at the, Hilltop where Henry, and her, they escape, they go hide, and, Enid kind of convinces Henry, well, not convinces, but then she volunteers to go back. So, Lydia decides to do that so nobody else gets hurt, because otherwise it would be her fault and Henry's. So, okay, now, the stuff, I gotta be honest, my favorite stuff of the episode is probably the stuff with Connie in the woods, or like in the field or whatever, where she grabs the baby, which that scene was crazy, man, and she grabs the baby and she runs through the field or whatever, and, every zombie that I saw, I was like, is that a whisper, is that a whisper, is that a whisper, but if I'm being 100% honest, there was only 2 scenes that were really decent in this episode. The rest, I was like, okay, honestly, the scene with Connie and then the trade scene. But the trade-off scene, I was also disappointed with, because I thought we were going to see something happened there. I saw so many people predicting this week, like, oh my god, maybe she'll kill one of them and then give just the other one back so it's a fair deal, you know, one for the other, you know. And I kind of thought she would either kill Luke and Alden in this one, or at least hurt one of them or something. I don't know, something, or at least have a bit of like a standoff there. But they just kind of traded, and that's what it is, and they left, and I don't know. It was a little too fast and a little too easy is what I think. So even though I liked the exchange scene, and I did like the stuff with Connie too, and then they kind of save her and stuff, but and I did like the sound effects and stuff. I like that. That was cool. And like I said, the trade-off was pretty good at the end. You know, everybody's looking for Henry and Lydia, and then they finally find her, and she volunteers to go, and then of course the trade-off happens. They give Luke and Alden back, and Alpha smacks Lydia, and she's like, "You call me Alpha like the rest," you know. Yeah, 'cause that's not creepy. So anyway, so that was that stuff. You know, that's really all I have to say about it. And then of course Daryl finds out that Henry left and is going to go after him, and Connie goes with him. So that's all there pretty much is to it. So I did like her kind of, you know, volunteering to go, and the episode ends with the music, which I did like the song they used too, and the episode ends with the gates closing. So yeah, so unless I'm missing anything, that is the entire episode, and I'm like, oh my god, it's like, is that the whole episode? Because honestly, half of the episode I could take it or leave it. I did not care about the Kingdom stuff at all. Maybe you're different. Maybe you like the Kingdom stuff. I view the Kingdom stuff as filler this week, to be honest. And you guys have known me for like 2 years now on this channel, for people that have been following since the beginning. And you guys know when I don't like an episode. And I thought this was just an okay episode at best. And I really do think that, you know, and I'm loving Season 9 so far. I love Season 9. I think it's honestly still, even after this episode, it's still the best season. I think they've done just an amazing job this year with the season. But I have to be honest, I think, because something about Walking Dead in their second half seasons, they always have one episode that's very fillerish. I have a feeling that this is the episode for this half. Man, if we get another filler episode like this, I'm going to be pretty disappointed, to be honest. But I don't think so. I think this is probably it. But I really think that this episode could have used a lot more. They could have even extended the stuff at the hilltop if they wanted to, and less of the kingdom. I would have been fine with that, to be honest. But that's really all I have to say for the review for this week. I mean, I think it's a self-explanatory episode. We see the trade, we see the stuff with Connie, we see the stuff with the kingdom, we see the flashback at the beginning. That's really all that this episode has. It's really not that important, to be honest. It's an okay episode at best, like I said, and that's all I really have to say about it. So, write your comments. So, in the comment section below, I want to hear what you thought about this week's episode of The Walking Dead, because I'm just wondering if maybe I'm a little too harsh on it. Maybe you know, I should give this episode a second chance. But after first viewing, I'm gonna have to say I don't like this episode very much. It doesn't have that much that's really that exciting. Even though there are maybe 1 or 2 scenes that are pretty good, the rest of the episode for me is very fillerish, and the trade-off was lackluster for me. The trade-off was lackluster for me, and I have to be honest. So, out of 10, I'm only going to give this a 6, but it's still over half because I do, you know, it's mainly because I love the darn show so much. But I can definitely see the complaints, and I've seen a lot of complaints this week. So we'll have to see the ratings for this week and just what they, what they have, and especially for episode 12 too after this episode. So we'll have to see. But that's my review. That's my thoughts on this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. My predictions will be up pretty soon. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.